Hello. I've been considering making YouTube videos for a while about being trans, and yeah, a topic just popped into my mind again today, and I thought, fuck it, like, I might as well make one and maybe get views from other trans people on the topic. So it's about taking testosterone. So I've been taking a low dose of testosterone. So there's little silver packets for maybe like half a year, probably like half a year, I'm not too sure, or maybe longer. It's been a while, and I only take a third of a packet. I think I used to take half a packet a day or a full packet a day, but the changes were happening pretty quickly, because of like trauma issues. I was struggling with how like masculine my body was evolving so fast. So I went on to a third of a packet of tea a day. What was I going to talk to you about? Oh yeah. So I've always had this issue of, like, when I look in the mirror, I feel super uncomfortable with who's looking back at me, and I'd never put that down to gender dysphoria. My dysphoria was more with how other people perceived me, and how that wasn't how I wanted to be perceived, and it made me uncomfortable. So that, like, they would perceive how I look to be feminine, and therefore I was a girl, which isn't the case. I'm non-binary. And so that's where my dysphoria came about. And so I didn't necessarily think it was an issue with the person I was looking at in the mirror and feeling comfortable with that was gender dysphoria, that maybe it was something else. I don't know, the more and more I hear people talking about being trans, I'm feeling uncomfortable with that way, and that they felt more comfortable with the effects of hormones, that I'm like, maybe I should push a little bit further and see how that goes. Because, like, nothing else has worked, you know, like trying different hairstyles or different anything, dressing differently. I don't know, it's like, it's always an issue. So, and like, I know that for quite a while I've wanted to have facial hair and like dye that cool colors. So maybe that's something that'll help. Yeah, so I'm thinking of trying maybe like half a packet or a full packet a day and see how that goes. But yeah, another issue is that as a non-binary person, it's impossible for me to get testosterone on the national health system here. So for anyone to get testosterone or any hormone replacement therapy as a transgender person here, you have to go to a psychologist a number of times. So for some people that can be up to 10 times, maybe more. And it seems to be getting, well, from anecdotal evidence from talking to people, it seems to be getting longer. So there's that, and that costs what, like €80 an hour, and then you've got to go to a psychiatrist to prove that you don't have any other underlying mental health issues, which is bullshit in my opinion, because so what if you have other mental health issues? That doesn't stop you from being trans. Yeah, so there's that, and that can cost a few €100, and then if you're not on the public health system, and then you have to see an endocrinologist, but often that endocrinologist will rely on you having seen a public psychiatrist, from my knowledge anyway, and the waiting lists for the psychiatrist would be long enough. And then, yeah, and they ask you horrible invasive questions to, like, for you to prove that you're trans, and then the endocrinologist who will do that again, and wants you to be either a trans man or a trans woman, through their very narrow lens. And there's only one endocrinologist in all of Ireland, as far as I know, maybe two, one in Dublin, one in Galway, who will see you. The one in Dublin, the waiting list is very long because he's only available one day a month, and there's hundreds and hundreds of patients. So, and I've, like, been interviewed quite a lot on being non-binary, because I'm one of the few who's vocal and like feels comfortable enough to talk to the media, because of my personal circumstances. And I've been interviewed alongside him, and he's very vocal in the fact that he doesn't believe non-binary people should have access to hormones. This is the head endocrinologist in Ireland who deals with this stuff. So, you know, it could take a few years to get to that stage, and then I'll be told that, no, we're not going to give you hormones. So I've been getting hormones via the means, which isn't the best option, but I gotta say I don't recommend it, but it's been my only option that I've seen in Ireland, and I'm really grateful for the fact that I found a way to get them. So yeah, so I'm thinking of upping my dosage, seeing how that goes. I'm like hoping to travel soon, so I know in other countries it's an informed consent model, so instead of jumping through all those hoops of a psychologist, a psychiatrist, endocrinologist, blah, and proving you're true trans, I can just say, hey, I'm trans and I want to get hormone replacement therapy, and they'll be like, grand, here you go. And that'd be great, because then I could have it monitored as well, and maybe go on a higher dose and see how that goes, and then maybe get some facial hair, because that'd be really cool. I think that's what I want, and like a lot of people say, it's customizable as well. So sorry, I'm at work, so I have to check the monitors, but yeah, that it's customizable, so if I don't like it, I can shave it off and it won't be a big deal. So yeah, that's a thought. And I think it'd be really cool to have a beard that I could like dye different colors and like put loads of glitter in it, and maybe I'll start to like who I see in the mirror more. So yeah, so if you've got any comments or questions or whatever, chuck them below, and ideas for other videos, let me know as well. Cheers, bye.